Hello there everybody, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to Emperor. This is the Europa Universalis 4 playthrough here as Great Britain. We started as England and we ended up forming Great Britain, and we are busy dominating the western half of Europe at this particular time. So, back end of the last session, I seem to remember we, what did we do? Ah, yes, we attacked Portugal, that's right, yeah. We took care of Portugal down here, we took Lisbon, we also took Coimbra, or whatever it is. But I think did we snag some, yeah, that was it. We snagged some provinces to try and form a colonial nation in this zone. That was what we did, yeah. Okay, right, so, and so we're busy, obviously, are we coring? Are we coring? Yes, we are coring. Yeah, good. Okie dokie. Right. We still have some liberty desire in some of our subjects. In particular, it's Granada because we enforce religion on them. That's the main reason why. Hopefully, we'll be able to get in a royal marriage in there relatively soon. We're also about 60% of the way there towards integrating France. And yeah, we're doing okay actually. So let us proceed. Actually, hang on, before we do... Oh, yeah, we were holding off on the technologies because we were waiting for the discount. That's correct, yeah, okay. So, we're holding off on the technologies. We're looking to form a colonial nation over here. Castile is still doing lots of colonising over this way, which is kind of interesting, but we just come out of a war with them. We're looking for the 7 cities over this way. Things are going okay so far. And we are forming our own little colonies over here in North America, having to develop some of this zone over that way. Right, so we did notice that the Dutch were doing a little bit of colonising down in the Caribbean zone, which is interesting. Right, we got some new merc companies available for employment. Okay, there we go. We've gained colonialism against Caribas, so we can declare a straight-up colonial fight against Caribas, and basically we can then go ahead and tell them to concede the colonial Caribbean, which is a lot cheaper, gets a whole load of corn. Once we have the colonial nation, then it'll all be transferred directly to them, so it won't really be my business to call them or anything like that. It'll be up to the colony to do that. And obviously a strong colony in the Caribbean could be quite nice, because there is one node, saved by a princess. Actually, yeah, gaining the Diplo points might be really helpful here. There is a trade movement over here that comes straight over to the English Channel. So if we can prevent trade from falling into Sevilla and instead go over to the English Channel, we might be able to deprive some of these Italian states over here of some riches, because at the moment it's all flowing through Sevilla. That being said, we do have presence over here, but if it's flowing through Sevilla, then it'll eventually make its way over to Genoa, and so these guys become a little bit richer. Whereas if we can funnel it to the English Channel instead, that's an end node, it's going to stay there, we're going to collect from it, and it's going to be all good and dandy. And also potential to get the global trade institution to spawn there as well. Cardinal exposed. Calais is no longer the seat. Okay, we can take these technologies now. So increased governing capacity from admin tech 11, and then we're going to upgrade our troops over here for military tech as well. So let's go ahead. Let's go for the free shooter. Hopefully our army doesn't, our 7 cities army doesn't run into some trouble whilst they're exploring, because then they might take a fair bit of damage, but otherwise we should be okay. Ernest Benbow will no longer serve us. He was the guy. Oh, Muscovy has gone bankrupt. They've lost a whole lot of provinces as well. So let's go and build ourselves a manufactory. 031 in Sheffield sounds good to me. Okay, so Cardinal across the border. So if we take our chances that they never find out, lots of things there. Whereas we might as well just take a spy master, who is 50% cheaper. We're not going to hire him just yet, I don't think, because we do have the diplomatic reputation still in. So we don't really need. Oh, that being said, the statesman has just died. So. Morale of Navy is quite nice, but yeah, let's go for the cheap spy network construction over here. That's fine. Speaking of spy network construction, actually, it might be worth just fabricating a claim in Caribas whilst we're. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Actually, if we fabricate a claim over there as well, just in case. I mean, I don't think we will lose the colonialism, but no, if we fabricate an actual claim as well, that gives us a way of going in. Let's have a good look at Muscovy then. Check them out. Wow, yeah, okay, so a lot of that was destroyed. This is all wasteland, of course, up here, so they're a lot weaker than they come across. Also, noble rebels, so they're not going to divide the country up as such, but it's certainly going to provide a few issues for them. Yeah, so also nearly there with a government reform as well, not too far away. Papal legate has expired. Okay, so as soon as we get to our 50 papal influence, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick some of that back up. Another excellent year, gain some manpower. Nice. Are we... Yeah, we're right at the top here. Conserve our ammunition for military points, or support the war on the east, on the beast, sorry. I don't think it matters that much, but I think I'll take the admin points here. That'll be okay. Develop some taxation and things like that in some areas. Yeah, this is certainly a great place to possibly develop in the future. Granada just insulted us. Great. Mutiny in Wabash. I guess we'll just lose those admin points that we've gone ahead and gained that. Could have probably actually taken the military, in all honesty. It would have probably been a bit better. I think the only other rival we can announce is Aragon. That's right. So, and obviously integrating France. Yeah, we could potentially annex another subject as well, but obviously if we do, then we get a -3 Diplo Rep Malus, which will slow down the integration of France even further. So... probably unlikely. We could potentially take something like influence ideas to maybe go for the annexation reduction and stuff like that, but we've already got it would actually tie in well with our 15% diplomatic annexation cost reduction, which could have been quite interesting actually. What's the next one here? Goods produced, and then we get blockade efficiency. What do we get at the end? Yearly navy tradition. Okay, fair enough. So that's not too bad. Nothing too game-breaking for the remainder of our ideas, but that's one of those things. Right, so we have a decent lineup here. So if we fabricate a claim... Oh, I can't fabricate claims on the... okay, fair enough. Because they're not cores, I suppose. That's okay. Right, so we'll continue. We'll have another justification for going in against Portugal then, but in all honesty, we don't need another justification because we can go in and attack Caribas, I think, with the colonialism. This is not being claimed by anybody. Oh, extend the monopoly, yes. Build a spy network in Castile to fabricate a claim for that. I was seeing if Granada had fabricated a claim there, but they haven't. So that's alright, we'll go there. Now, once we've cleaned up here, we might go and look at attacking Morocco. They have no friends, so... Now, of course, there is an increased coring cost across here because of the Berber traditions, so it will be a bit expensive to core up here. But what we might want to do then is release someone like Tlemcen, for instance, subjugate, and then do a similar thing to what we've done with Granada. So we could release Tlemcen, force them to convert religion, and then start converting all this to Catholic, basically. Right, so what's this one? We have no debate in Parliament. Okay, right, let's look into that. Firstly, though, we're going to do the South Atlantic coast for exploration. So let's have a look at another debate. So what are we going to grab here? Let's go with the advisor costs reduction. The Grand Captain will die. Okay. Placate the clergy. We'll do that twice. That's fine. Promote metrocracy. Lose mercantilism. Bit of diplo support. Local autonomy. Yeah, not great actually. A lot of these options here. Guess we'll go diplomatic support then. That's not going to push it through, is it? All right, we'll get rid of the Grand Captain then. See you later. Right, cheaper advisor costs. So, let's let the Grand Captain die. We can hire another one anyway, so... What? So we let a Grand Captain die to then just hire another one. It's fine. Oh, that was over here. Oh! Portugal is also hunting! Right! I was confused as to why there were 6,000 troops on our side. I was like, hang on a minute, I'm pretty sure we only had 4,000. But no, the Portuguese are also hunting for the 7 cities. Right. Hainautian separatists. Okay. I suppose we better go and deal with that then. Let's go ahead and... Actually, whoa, hang on a minute. Yeah, I think we want our new guy to rise to the throne here. So let's go ahead and roll in the king. There we go. Oh, he's absolutely crap, which is fine. So, which I expected because he has no military skill, does he? So yeah, let's go here and kill those separatists. Nevers didn't convert in the end. That's good. Okay. I was a little bit worried that they might end up converting to Reform, but I'm surprised they haven't. They have 0 religious unity right now. So no, they haven't converted. But now I'm going to go in there and I'm going to smash that up. So that will... Oh, Austria has a disputed succession. Really? What would happen here? Ooh, interesting. Right, we'll see whether anything happens there. Okay, we also need to grab the Papal Legate as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll grab that one. We could have also taken the National Tax Modifier, but no, the Papal Legate's the more important one. Damn, if we can get our dynasty on the Austrian throne, that would be rather nice. I'm going to stay there and de-siege that, because that provides even more of a modifier in the favour of Nevers over there. We're doing okay for fleet. We could create a few more ships if we want to do, but when we integrate France, we'll get loads of ships anyway. So, right, excellent. So we'll get a modifier in that favour. I just realised as I was starting up the game here, we now have 2 forts over this zone, which is probably not necessary. So I might keep the one in the hills and delete this one. It's probably not that necessary to hold that one, so we'll keep that there for now. We can do some more exploring, I think. Atlantic South America. We'll also have to do the coast there as well, and then we might try and go for the Indian Sea over there. We'll see whether we can do that. And obviously we'll need a colony down here. I imagine we'll need a colony down this way, and then a colony down here, and then maybe one over here in sort of the Americas over there to do a circumnavigation, which could be interesting. Discovery spread. Yeah, is there anybody we can maybe look at attacking? Yeah, so there's a couple of countries that have decided to line themselves up alongside us here. A lot of these guys would be willing to be diplo-vassalized as well, which is kind of helpful. So instead of actually attacking them, we can outright just diplo-vassalize them, which could be a slightly more interesting way of going about it. We can fabricate our claim on Sevilla, which is good, so let's get that in. Bring you home. Peasants' War over there. There's a regency in Portugal, that's quite funny. We could potentially fabricate some claims on Moroccan territory as well. It might be worth it, because they don't have any friends right now. Porto is now the seat of a cardinal again. Lovely. Yeah, they don't have any allies. They also hate Tunis, who is allied to the Ottomans. So, or were allied to the Ottomans. Interesting. Okay, they're not anymore, but. Rio de Mayo, sure, okay. We claim. Right. I was just looking at the ruler states. Okay, so Austria, Castile, Brittany, Brunswick at 52 years. Really? Succession war between Great Britain and Anhalt. Ooh. That could be interesting. The downside is if we do attack. Although, no, we'll get the Union, won't we? I think we get the Union. And Anhalt will be the aggressor should they decide to attack. So we might possibly end up with a personal union over Brunswick. They also have negative prestige, which is very interesting. And that would give us a way into the HRE without annoying... There we go! We have formed a personal union with Brunswick! And that is our way into the Holy Roman Empire. Brilliant stuff. Okay, we have formed a PU. Of course, 3 countries like that are excellent. So, good stuff there. We'll have to improve relations, of course. So they have a negative opinion of us currently. So I think what we're going to want to do is, just in case we end up losing it, if the ruler were to die. Obviously, we did just put the ruler into... yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Right, so first things first, Liberty Desire is barely anything, but there might be a few things we want to do. We can enforce the culture, we can enforce religion at 50%. Now the question is, do they have a centre of Reformation in their country? They don't. They are most definitely Protestant, but we could... So we could enforce religion and then go and support loyalists. Yep, let's enforce religion and then we'll take on their debt. There we go. That'll do. We don't even need to support loyalists. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that'll do. That'll do just well. Okay, so we forced them over to Catholic. So that's obviously good, because then that means we'll have the same dynasty and same religion modifiers. There we go. So the opinion is much better. Good stuff. Denmark has declared against Sweden. Interesting. Okay. Do I want to maybe go and declare against Denmark? Possibly. But that's really, really good, because it means we could integrate that territory. And that would actually really annoy Austria in a certain way, because we're taking imperial territory. But we're doing it through diplomatic means. So... I don't know. And yeah, we were mentioning before that if the royal marriage with Aragon were to disappear, then I'd probably break the alliance as well. But yeah, we are well over our Diplo relation slot here. Let's just invest in taxes here. Well over our Diplo relation slots, but that's okay. Right, so we've called all of those provinces, so does that now mean we get a colonial nation out here? There we go, colonial nation, fabulous stuff. We're obviously not going to call it the British West Indies. We are going to call this No, hang on a minute. We need to... It's something really British. I know. Fish and chips. There we go. We have fish and chips over here. Excellent stuff. Right, so now we've got that positive opinion with Brunswick, we might as well go ahead and just say... what's this one? Tariff efficiency, yeah. So with the diplomat, we basically want to... where is it? Own subject countries is what we want to do. So we've got a lot of subjects now, so naturally that's going to be quite a busy job for that diplomat, but that's okay. I can just leave him to it at the moment, and that will be okay. And he will quite happily go around and sort us out. So we can also build State House, statewide governing costs reduced. Interesting. So that releases governing capacity, basically. So can I not build one in London? No. But if it's statewide governing costs, then I don't necessarily need to build it in London. What state? So yeah, London. So if I build it in Kent, then the statewide costs go down. So if we look at our, let's have a look at over here. Let's look at state maintenance. So London's actually only 0.19. Its Frisia is 0.39. That's quite expensive. Which is this one. Did we state that one up? Oh, yeah, to do the local missionary strength, of course. Right. So let's go ahead and no edict over there. And that doesn't even need to be a... yeah, that doesn't need to be a state, because we only own one province over there. Okay, right. So, what else are we doing here? We got Normandy at 0.30 and Lowlands at 0.34. So I think, again, we did Was it Lowlands? Where was it? We had an edict in place somewhere around here. We could state that up. Oh no, Lowlands is over in Scotland, of course it is. Right, so Normandy is 1. Lowlands is over here. Here, right, okay. So I could build one in Ayrshire. That will greatly help there. Because it's an expensive one. Yeah, 0.34. 20% reduction is quite significant. So if we built one in Ayrshire... State House. There. So that affects the whole of that state. Cool. Okay, and also reduce, frees up a bit of governing capacity, which is obviously going to be helpful. So, good stuff. Okay, Totonac has declared a war for independence. Okay, yeah, no, that's nothing. Sure, right. Right, Austria did get an heir, which is a little bit of a shame. Weak claim though, but we couldn't claim a throne or anything there. So yeah. Okay, so PU with Brunswick, nice. So that did fruition in the end, getting the dynasty on the Brunswickian throne. That was that random royal marriage we decided to drop in when a high disputed succession happened. See, Brittany's also got one. They're completely outraged by us, though. That's the thing. So, succession war between Austria and Denmark. So, what would it take for me to get a royal marriage here? So, here's the thing, right? Austria would get a union over Brittany should that happen. So what if I go ahead, so Tangiers, fabricate. If I improve relations with Brittany to the point where it may be possible to get a royal marriage, could I maybe steal a union there as well? Possibly. So they're no longer outraged, they're instead just hostile. So let's improve relations. Yeah, they want a lot of my provinces and stuff like that, but let's see whether maybe we can. Possibly. It's unlikely, but we'll have a look. Because otherwise Austria is going to get a union here. Now, Austria is our friend, but... not really sure that that's what I want. Because that is territory I would like to expand into later on. There is also possibility for potential for votes. Like over here, for instance, there is definite potential for votes. Convert the Frisian as well, but no, I don't need to. I've got all the provinces that were Dutch. I have already converted that, so we shouldn't get too much rebellion over there. Oh yes, exploring. Atlantic South America. Wintering among the natives. Comanche loves me. Fair enough. Right. So we obviously have our subject over here now, fish and chips, which will grow. Right, and of course a lot of that is Portuguese, isn't it? Yeah. So they've decided to accept the Portuguese. Fair enough. Good. But later on, we can ask Caribas to concede colonial Caribbean, which will be an excellent thing to do. Shipyards. We could consider building more shipyards if we want to. Yeah, I'm just looking for significant boosts in... Ooh, yes. 0.36 and 0.32 for workshops. Absolutely. Brilliant stuff. Okay. Discovery spread. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Economically, we're doing really, really well here. So... we'll see whether they stay hostile towards me or not, or whether maybe they change their opinion. Like, even if they just went neutral, that would be enough. Who's fighting who here? Genoa has come into Tunis over this way. Very interesting. The Scientific Revolution. Ooh, which tech cost do we want reduction in? It's how long is it as well? Okay, so it's 10 years. So which one? Probably Diplo, actually. Yeah, I think trade should benefit. Pick up Diplo. Exploration finished. Lovely stuff. Okay, Burgers modifier expired. Let's do Pacific South America to start with. It's down the bottom over this way. We'll have a look for some of that, and then we'll do the Indian Ocean stuff. Our colony is nearly done as well. I would prefer to create a colonial nation over here first, before attempting to try and do something for circumnavigation. But we could potentially just, you know, colonize certain areas, and it could be interesting. So say I decided to go. Also no, this is all. No, that's still not been properly claimed. Also, truce in Muscovy is up, which is going to be a fruitful war. So if I went here, no, it's above and beyond our colonial range, which is a bit of a shame. So truce in Muscovy is over. Quite tempted to have a go over there again, actually. So if I were to drop these guys over here, that'll be okay, I think. I don't think Muscovy has. No, they've got 16,000 troops, and they're 2 techs behind. We've also got Finland over here. Now, other thing to consider is truce with Sweden is probably going to be up at some point. The Conquistador is dead. Right. Crap. Put a Conquistador in over there. While exiled. Crap. Have I got to walk all the way back over here? Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do then. Oh, unless no, because if I move that, then the colony will get damaged. Crap. That is annoying. Oh, they're threatened. They will take a royal marriage. It's 46. If I throw my name into the hat there... Oh dear, we could end up fighting Austria here. Which would be really interesting, because Austria would bring in a lot of its friends. Bohemia, Palatinate, Milan, and Passau, but we would have France. So maybe I want to hold off on this declaration on Muscovy. Can I go there? No. I'm trying to find a province that has enough of a supply limit. Alright, over there. Okay, so... you need to come down here. And you come around over this way somewhere. Oh my god. It'll be interesting to see if that were to happen. Be very interesting. Okay, we're going to sit here and we're going to wait. Diplomacy is ridiculous. We must be making barely any Diplo points right now, but that's really funny. That would be quite funny if we ended up with a PU over Brittany here as well. I guess I'd probably have to feed them half their cores back, that's the thing. They'd be pissed. I'd have to do it through events, I suppose. I'd definitely do it through events. Right, so Granada's still not happy. We could designate them a march if we wanted to, but... Is there anything else we can do here? I don't want to placate rulers just yet, because we need all the prestige in the world right now. So Ferrara is now the papal controller. A golden era for culture. So we get a 50% cheaper skill 2 artist, or gain prestige and a 50% skill 3. Let's take the prestige instead. And... yeah, that could be rather useful for the future. To reduce the cost of stability a little bit. Yeah, also the prestige gain. We've gone with the development cost and the tolerance of heathens again. Fair enough. Right. So how old is this guy? 46. It's old enough that it could still happen. Let's go Southeast Pacific. We will have to do the Indian Ocean at some point, though. Wow, there's so much over our diplomatic relations slot. We're also nearly here with a government reform again as well. I think I've mentioned that already. But okay, so we're going to end this episode right here. We'll find out if we get a PU over Brittany, and then secondly, if we do get a PU over Brittany, whether Austria decides to contest it or not, which could be really, really interesting. But that's it for now, so cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Matty Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series, and join me next time for a very interesting diplomatic episode with Great Britain here in EU4 and the Emperor DLC. See you later.